Here in this video I'm going to show you how to create an exit pop-up using Thrive Architect and Lightboxes. Hi, I'm Peter and welcome to the Hidden Online Living YouTube channel, and here I'm just going to walk you through the process of setting up an exit pop-up using Lightboxes within Thrive Architect. So to get started, there is a number of steps that must be completed for this process, so I'm just going to walk you through what that is and we'll just get into it. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go into your Thrive product manager and you want to make sure that you have Thrive leads already installed within your dashboard. Once you actually have that installed, the next thing you need to do is you need to go to the Thrive dashboard and click on Thrive leads. Okay, so once this section is loaded up, the first thing we need to do in order to get a lightbox created is we need to actually create a new group. So what we want to do is come down here to where it says lead groups and click on add new. We just want to type in the name of a new group, and once that's done, it will show up here on the list underneath this section. And what you want to do is we just need to click on this display settings icon, because what we want to do is, depending on what way you want the lightbox to show up, we can actually have it on one page or we can have it on posts. In this case I'm just going to click on all pages because this is just an example. Okay, so once that's done, we're going to add in a new opt-in form, so we're just going to click on this button here and then this window will pop up, and as you can see we have different types of lightboxes that we can actually add in, or different segments that we can have, like for opt-in forms, like in widgets, screen fillers, post footer and content. But in this case we just want the lightbox, so we're just going to click on this here. And now the lightbox is almost set up, so the next thing we need to do is we need to add a form to it. So we need to come over here and click on add, and then this page will pop up, so we need to click on the button where it says create form. So again, we just need to type in the name of the form and just click create form, and the form now will now show up on this section here. So as we go through the details, we can change certain options on this section here that will actually influence how the lightbox will operate once it goes live. So in this instance, on the trigger section here, we can click on the link below and we can actually set the particular trigger that we want. So we can set it up how the lightbox will show up. So in this case I'm just going to set up exit, and it gives us an extra option if we are viewing on a mobile device, that we can set like a timer to show up. In this case we don't need to do that, so we're just going to click on save and say we can change the display frequency, but we don't really need to change that at the minute. We can change the animation, so we click on zoom in, and again we can change how we want the lightbox to appear on the screen. So at the minute we'll just leave it as it is, click on save. Now the next thing we want to do, we want to come over here, we have a few different options. So what we want to do is we want to edit the design, so we just click on this button here, and here then we'll get a list of opt-in templates that we can actually use for the lightbox. So we can pick one that we think is going to be suitable to the page that we'll be displaying it on. So just pick one that you think will be relevant to what it is that you're doing. So just click on this one here and just click choose template. So once we actually have the template open, we can add any other features or elements to it if we wish, and then we can even change the template, or we can change certain settings, or we can even save this here as an actual custom template if we so wish. Or we can even change like the layout, the position, colours, different styles, etc. But for this case, because it's only an example, we don't need to do that. So all we literally need to do is just save. So once that's saved, then we can close this window down. So with that window closed, we'll be brought back to this page here. So we just want to click on back to dashboard, and so what we want to do is we want to check these settings on to turn the lightbox on. So just click on these here, and then the next thing what we actually want to do is we actually want to create a new page. So you just want to click on where it says pages and click on add new, and we're just going to give this test page a name, and for the moment we're just going to save it as a draft. And what we're going to do is we're going to edit it with Thrive Architect, so we just click on this button. Okay, so now that this page is opened up, what we're going to do is we're just going to actually just change the template. We're just going to select a relevant template, so we're just going to click it, just choose any one will do. So once this page is fully loaded, for the moment we're not going to touch anything on the page because we just want to get access to setting up the lightbox. So what we actually want to do is we want to come over here to the settings tab over here on the right. We're going to click on that, and then we're going to click on where it says advanced settings, and then we're going to come up to where it says page events, and then this window is going to open up, and we can select a trigger. We can have timer or exit intent. So in this case we're looking for the exit intent, so we're just going to click on that. We don't really need to do anything with this. We're just going to click on continue, and in this case we have an option between open Thrive Lightbox or open Thrive Leads Thrive-box, but we want the Lightbox in this instance, so we're just going to click on this. And here what's actually going to happen is, because we've set up the parameters in the previous section, it's already going to have the Lightbox already set up, or if not, we can create a new Lightbox from this option here. So we're just going to leave that there, or if you want to, we could create a new Lightbox, and you just add in a name and it will create a new Lightbox for you, and then you can change obviously the animations, etc. And then we just click save. So we can just exit this box now, and what we want to do is just save our work here on this page. And what we're quickly going to do is we're quickly just going to preview the page. We just give it a few seconds to load up. Okay, so now with the page fully loaded, as you can see, everything is working here, but when I go to try and exit the page, straight away now the Lightbox will actually show up. So this will actually confirms that it actually works. So that's the process now of actually setting up a Lightbox within Thrive Architect. Now there are a lot of steps to actually go through to get everything set up, but I hope that you've been able to follow along and at least understand what it is that you need to do, and that it give you some idea of how to actually set everything up. So this will definitely greatly increase your overall sign up processes and click-through rates on your website, so you'll be able to hopefully get more subscribers and gain email leads, etc. So this will definitely give you that extra option. So it's definitely something to consider adding to your site when you're trying to build up your business. So if you found this video to be helpful, make sure to leave a like on the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be updated with future content, and feel free to share the video. Also, if you are considering wanting to get started on your own online journey, make sure to check out the link below this video for a simple formula that I use to help grow my business that will also teach you the steps to take action. And be sure to have a look at some of these other videos where I show you other elements and tutorials on the Thrive Architect suite that will also teach you how to get started in other areas when you're trying to figure things out also. And I'll see you all in the next one.